Hey, what about your certificates?
Are you sick? I don't even have. Where are my
This is a picture of the guy that was killed. They said he was illegal immigrant and they were going to deport him. But I'll give you a copy after reading it.
Yes, thank you, yeah.
And after I've given you your copy, I would like to have a stamp on my copy that...
Yes, that we have become.
Yeah, okay. It says, concerned Nigerians worldwide, we protest the inhuman killing of Osamuyia Aikpitahi. The government of Spain, the Spanish ambassador to Nigeria, Spanish ambassadors worldwide, the Spanish ambassador to the United Nations, copy to the presidency, copy to the Nigerian ambassador to Spain, the government of Nigeria, the Nigerian Ministry of External Affairs, Nigerian embassies worldwide, Nigerian newspapers, Nigerian Senate, Nigerian House of Representatives, and the Nigerian state governors. Nigerian dies on deportation flight from Spain. We, the undersigned, write to strongly protest the horrible and dehumanizing death of a Nigerian citizen, Osamuyia, in the hands of the Spanish law enforcement agent on June the 9th, 2007. In an attempt to deport Mr. Osamuyia from Spain to Nigeria, we understand that Spanish law enforcement agents employed measures that were unreasonable, inhuman, illegal, and ultimately fatal. According to reports, Spanish law enforcement agents arrested Mr. Osamuyia. They beat him up, they bound his hands and legs firmly with ropes, and they put a gag over his mouth. The Spanish officials then loaded him like an animal onto an Iberia aircraft bound for Lagos, Nigeria. Finally, the law enforcement agent covered him with a sack in order to prevent other passengers traveling on the aircraft from observing the undignified and inhuman manner in which Mr. Osamuyia was restrained. Mr. Osamuyia, a human being, was treated worse than an animal. Shortly after the aircraft became airborne, Mr. Osamuyia died. He died an inhuman death, bound, gagged, and sawed in his own waist. Apparently, he choked on the gag that the law enforcement agent had put on him. The Spanish law enforcement agent murdered Mr. Osamuyia. The Nigerian community worldwide is shocked and appalled that Spain, a member of the European Union and a signatory to the European Convention on Human Rights, would permit our law enforcement officials to conduct themselves in a macabre fashion that are in complete contravention of all international human rights instruments and their protocols. Arrested persons have rights and are indeed presumed to be innocent until proven guilty by a competent court of law. And even in the event of convictions, they are entitled to decent and human handling in transit in conformity with the International Declaration of Human Rights, as well as treatment that conforms with human decency. While in general, the laws of most countries recognize that law enforcement officers may use reasonable restraint to effect the arrest of a suspect, depending on the circumstances. Legal standards prescribe that every measure taken should be reasonable.